I've been thinking of starting a cult. What kind of cult should we start together?
I think a cult around what happened to you.
Ooh, we quote it
so many times.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of We Are Theo, hashtag
Figuring it out.
Yep, and happy Valentine month. Huh?
Yes, month of love.
Yeah, month of love. And as you can see, we're here to just talk about our
Love journey.
As friends. We have been friends for
Since
all
we were
our life.
born.
Yeah. So many years. And I hope you're excited to just learn about us together.
Yeah, and also we are getting to also learn about each other.
Yeah.
Still uncertain. Yeah.
I feel like it will be a very vulnerable episode.
Yeah.
A deep episode.
Anxiety is
We are
like
ready.
on the roof.
Yeah. But before that, please follow us across socials on
we_r_Theo. Make sure that you also follow us or subscribe on YouTube at We Are Theo. Hit the notification bell and subscription button. My God, Kikuyu. So that every time we release a new episode, you get notified. And also we are on all these podcast platforms such as Spotify, Google Podcasts. So make sure that you also hit the follow button. So every time we have a new episode, you're also notified.
Yep, my name is Wamboi Mehake.
My name is Lucky Gondu.
And welcome to the episode.
Oh my God, let's do this.
Let's start.
Man, I hope I've started with a good question.
Is there even a good question? Oh, disclaimer, you haven't seen them.
Yeah, we haven't seen the question. So
Yeah.
this is so how do you feel about the relationship in? I'm not in a relationship.
Yeah.
So I don't think or how do you feel about my relationship life? Maybe that's a
your
good
relationships.
Yeah, like my relationship journey or
Oh, I think that's one of the most I don't know, because I have seen you not even look for, but be open to exploring, be open to relationships, putting yourself out there, and I don't know, for me it's kind of like a sore spot, because I always get agitated when like things are going well with someone and then just someone pulls their rug on you. It's a very raw thing for me. I'm always scared and skeptical at the beginning, because I'm always like, what if they pull out, what if they hurt you? So it's very, it's a soft spot for me. Let me just say that.
Yeah. What do I think about your relationship? Man, I think I'm really happy that you've gotten someone who loves and respects you for who you are. And I always tell you, like, any goals, like you have set standards, no pressure. But I'm really happy that you have found someone who accepts you for who you are, who loves you, who is there for you, who shows up for you. I think that's very important, and it was very important for me to see that you being someone who is for you. Yes. Already machozi zilikuwa hapa hivi, so I'm not sure how we're gonna get through my question.
Let's go.
That's the end of the episode.
Thank you for watching. Okay. Question number 2. I've been thinking of starting a cult. What kind of cult should we start together?
I think a cult around what happened to you.
Ooh, we quote it
so many times. We have a lot of discussions around it.
Yeah.
We wrongdoing, but analyze, like we can like analyzing situation of people we meet through like whether this is from trauma response or whatever that is. I think we have so many conversations around that, including our podcast is really founded on that concept. So I think maybe that's the count we would start. Yeah. What do you think?
For me, I think I'd start a cult around, when we talk about energies of people.
You always treating people's energy.
Yeah, so I think
doesn't shine.
So it's that by like.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
You can tell.
It's so interesting that our energies towards other people, like we feel similar energies towards people. Like it's easier for me to know whether that person will try with or not. Yeah,
I think it's like an aura thing and also a value thing.
Yeah,
like you feel like the energy of that person will be like. Like even for when we're looking for guests, the guests who don't come through and we're like also it wasn't feeling correct.
Yeah.
And our wow count.
Yeah, and our wow count. By the way, our wow count, I think we have already members. People behind the camera. Oh my god. What lie do you most often tell yourself? Oh god. What lie do you most often tell yourself?
Like generally?
I think maybe if I would say maybe it's like the things that you tell yourself that they are untrue, but they're still in your subconscious. Yeah. Personally. Yeah. I like that I tell myself. Oh, I think I told you this the other day. I never thought I'm very open-minded or explorative. So I always thought I'm very conservative and I'm like, quote unquote, good girl. But I think you guys have been able to point out that I'm really not. So initially, like in my mind, I've never thought like I'm but I don't know how to call that girl, but like I did think I'm like very as open-minded to like certain things, but I think I've come to realize that I am. So initially it wasn't something that I always thought that I'm very conservative and very.
I think you've evolved.
I
think at the beginning when you were a bit younger there was a bit of being conservative. But your conservation and layer don't try right now.
So maybe that's when any other lie. I don't know if it's a lie or maybe it's just a belief that sometimes I feel like maybe I'm not very good at certain things. Like I think currently, and I don't know if it's because of how my year was last year, I find myself very I needed to really affirm myself starting the year that feeling that I'm actually good at what I do. Yeah. I think sometimes I can doubt myself a lot. Even though I know like I'll still deliver. The good thing is that I still deliver. Even despite like me feeling that way. But I think before it gets there, sometimes takes a lot for me. Yeah.
That's a hard question. What's a lie that I used to tell myself?
That you tell yourself, but I've answered for me like what I used to. Or a lie do you most often tell yourself?
I think that's a hard question.
It's a hard question. You want to pass?
Okay.
Okay.
Oof. Yeah, it's a lady. Oh my god, we're not going to get through this. I'm picking.
Yeah.
What would make you end our friendship? That's a hard one. I don't know. I feel like I trust you a lot, and I feel like any relationship that I would end would mostly be if somebody broke my trust. Because fundamentally, I'd tell you anything. And I like even as we've grown in our friendship, I feel like I can tell you even the not so nice things. So I think maybe for some crazy reason, which I don't think would ever happen, would be if, say, you broke my trust or you didn't protect me from people who.
Yeah, I think the protective one would be the first way. Yeah. I think you, like me, showing up for you. I was thinking like one of the things that make our friendship is because we know we can show up for each other. It doesn't matter how we are at that moment. Yeah. So I think that's the protecting would be first. I think also the same. I think if you like neglected me, I think even with the moving whole thing, I think that was the aspect of like a bit of abandonment, but like I know like you're moving, but like because that time was, I think it has been the rockiest that our friendship has been in. So I think also that for me. I also think trust, because even if I don't tell you like things immediately, I still tell you.
Yeah, like
that way.
Like I let you stay with it, but
So I'll still say it whenever, because sometimes I feel like I don't know who else to talk to about certain things. I'm actually. Yeah. And thank you also for trusting. I thank God you passed that question. Wow, cast. What can I do to be a better friend? Yeah. Well, let me start with what are the areas that you think haven't been a better friend of late?
Um, I think maybe I can start with some of the things that are our pillars in terms of how I've seen our friendships. Our friendship. Um, I think one of our pillars is communication. Like being able to talk it out. I remember even us having hard conversations, like when we were living together and maybe we crossed each other. So I feel like there is that aspect of communication. I also feel like there's silent communication in that even if you're going through, I'll just be there, you'll still also be there. So it's not like always verbal communication, it's just like being support systems for each other. I don't know if there's a way that I'd want you to, I don't know, it's hard because I feel like the stage we are in is a stage that we are now trying to figure out how to be friends in this stage. Because we are not living together, we are not doing like almost everything like together. So there's
the things that we used to do together, we are no longer doing them.
So I don't know, maybe doing more because like we used to have Saturdays when we did breakfast together, very unhealthy breakfast. We used to leave the house at random and just go outside, go to Chokudo or whatever, like try out stuff together. Sometimes I miss that because
actually today morning I was feeling that way.
Because now it's not. So I don't know, maybe finding a way to do those things now when we are in different settings or setups.
I think those are some of the things I really miss for when we used to be together. I think the fact that we really need to like schedule something and would just wake up and decide, let's just cook this or do that. Actually, someone asked me, do I feel like I really need to be in a relationship now that we don't no longer live together? Do I feel like the need of being in a relationship more now than before? And I was like, maybe actually. Because essentially, the areas in which things you do with your partner used to do together, so it didn't feel as, what would you say? As it doesn't feel the same way. Because now most of those things we no longer do them, or we're still figuring out how they fit into the whole person. Yeah. What areas do I think? What can I do to be a better friend? What can you do to be a better friend to me? I think maybe I know you're not a very sentimental person, but I would not mind a sentimental comment.
Sentimental comment.
Yeah. Or just like a check-in, whatever. Yeah. I'll appreciate that more. Yes.
Is it me?
Yeah. It's you speaking. I'm the one who has asked the question. So you're the one who has answered first. Yeah. Oh, this is the repeat question. Thank God.
So that's one.
Yeah.
What's something I really need to hear? What's something you really need to hear?
So that will I'm answering for you.
Yeah, what's something that you
really need to hear? That you're beautiful, that you have an amazing body. And I know some you might not say it, but I know at the back of your minds, it might be something that you struggle with, but then that times you wear then
hot like fire.
Yeah, and then you know how to dress your body, you know what's best suits for you, and need you to feel comfortable in yourself. Yeah.
So the person who compiled these questions is Gina, and I'm really hating her right now.
Yeah.
Okay. What's something I really need to hear? So you really need to hear me. Okay. Given what I have seen over the past couple of years, I feel like you should know how much you are loved, how much you are deserving of love, how much you are deserving of consistency from somebody that you will choose, how much you are deserving of being seen and not being invalidated because somebody thinks maybe you're asking for the bare minimum, you know. So, if nothing else, and I hope you know how much I love you, and you are deserving of that across board, even as you are continually looking for a partner and all of those things.
Yeah,
you already have that in house.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
As you should. Can't stop points at least that. We are, I think, at -1. They no longer points. We no longer have points. Oh my god. If you died tonight, what would you regret not doing?
Not doing?
Yeah. Or that's like I think in reverse that question is what's one thing that you really want to do? Because essentially that means that would be the one thing that you regret most.
One thing I saw this week from Rick's Poet, there's something he posted on IG and he said there's a post he put on IG. I think it went along the lines of your pain is not something to stare at, to just stare at. You know, like you're supposed to go through a healing process. Like, don't just look at the pain you went through. Like just be looking at it. You know, you're supposed to work on it. So I feel like there are things that I wish like before I would want to talk through them. Because they're with the people I really love. And I feel like it would be nice to have a wholesome conversation in the wholesome relationship, and not to have a relationship where you're working on eggshells. Yeah. So it's just wholesome 360 relationship where you don't have anxiety when you know you're going
to meet someone.
Yeah.
I think for me it's the same, or it would be learn to let. We're usually afraid of like talking about our podcast about family members.
Yeah.
And I would stop having that fear. Because the fear is based on if they knew how it felt, how things look going forward, and I would stop wanting to be fearful of that and actually confront that fear. I think the other thing would be to be able to find all the expressions of so I'd regret if I do not explore the different expressions that Leah shows up in. Something that I'm very keen on this year, and I hope that I do that from an authentic place.
I'm so confused. I don't even know when it's my turn. If you could have something of mine, what would it be and why?
Again, body wise, I think your eyes.
Oh,
my God! You have such beautiful eyes. I think even guys just come to approach to maybe just look at your eyes.
You know, one of the lamest pickup lines somebody has used on me is like he would get lost in my eyes. Like, he can see his whole future.
You should trace where essentially your great came from. Maybe
you're doing a good job.
Maybe you're from like a Chinese Chinku Korean kind of
like it
heritage or something.
But skin, they didn't give me color.
Fortunately, the people in South Africa might have been totally. So like maybe a blend.
If I could have something of yours, what would it be and why? I think I'd want to have like your audacity. I feel like there's a lot of like even when you don't understand something, even with your job, like you had not been like working in pharma in that way, and you took the plunge and you just did it. And now here you talk about shipment deep water, and like I rocket science, but I follow what you're saying. I feel like that audacity to be just like I don't get it. I don't know 100%, but I'm willing to learn. And then also your patience, because like right now you're in school, and you're patient through that process and balancing stuff. So yeah, you're very patience. Thank you.
I think one of the things I really miss also when we staying together is how we used to complain about our jobs. But we did it juicy.
Yeah,
a call. Just no, you're to my place.
Yeah. I'll be there. It was. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was feeling really about that.
Okay. When do you come to me for help instead? When do you come to me for help instead of your other friends?
I think when something has really stirred an emotion for me. When something has hurt me, when something has just destabilized me. Yeah. Like when I have, say, a fight with Jay, like I'd say, even if it's just like one sentence, for me to say something, for me it's usually just enough. I don't need, I usually don't need much. I just need, like you hear it, and you know it, and you validate that what I'm saying is not, like I'm not crazy, So I feel like at that time, and something like that, just, I know I can talk. And something that I've seen our friendship evolving is you, initially when we were talking about stuff, sometimes you would try to help me solve, but I've seen you just listen, which for me is really, usually it's just what I need. Just Listen.
Happy to sit with you in the mud. Someone Sinek says. I think for me, I come to you because you understand me. I think a lot of people don't understand me.
Yeah, I see them struggling.
Yeah, I think you understand me. I don't even think I need to say so much. I think sometimes we even don't need to talk to you that there's something happening between us or like something is very heavy. I think we can sense something is actually not okay with the other person.
Yeah.
So the fact that I feel like you really understand me makes it easier for me to come to you. Because I feel maybe I have to explain so much to other people. Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of freedom, like in terms of like not feeling like you are judged.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we have grown in our open-mindedness.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and then like even with the books, the what happened to you, like some of the things when you talk about it, I think through what has happened to you. I think it allows for grace.
Yeah.
So it's a journey.
I think we not that writing because of being in each other's lives for so long and we have seen each other go through so many things. That's why it's easier, I think, maybe to come to each other because we also hail from the same family. So we kind of have not similar but very similar at the same time experiences. And the fact that also we have been brought up together in a way, so I think we have seen each other through the different stages. So I think it's easier to kind of connect something to something and apply grace and have patience or like with each other.
Okay. It's me?
Yes.
We're almost done, huh?
A good God is doing the most. Oh man.
I think this might be the shortest episode
Hey. Okay. Hey. You start with yours.
Look into my eyes and describe what you see.
You know you can't.
Start.
I start. That's a hard question. Hey, all of these questions are so hard. What do I see? I think even growing up, I've always known like you would do so much with your life and you would like just try out different things, even if I didn't really know it at that time. But I think I've always been conscious about it, and I think that's one of the beautiful things I like because you also challenge me, which helps me grow. Like just push because I can't afford not to, push. Yeah, I'd like to be able to see those heights. So that's what I see, like somebody who won't be, because you've been through a lot, and I feel like you have not let that define you in ways it has chipped and hurt and bruised. But I feel like there's a lot of resilience. And I feel also there's a lot of vulnerability when I look at you. But I also see like there's a lot of hope, even in the way you relate with God, even in the way you relate to people. Yeah, I feel like there's so much, and I feel like people miss out because they never want to stay long enough. They're just like, I don't get it. It's one of the things that's still a puzzle that people are not gracious enough to just see you beyond the 1 to 3 months that you know. I feel like they miss out.
Sorry that I can't look at you fully.
I'm staring here.
You're here?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Talking about I think when I look into your eyes, I see so much potential. Mostly in your career. I feel like you would be those CEO boss leaders kind of. And I know I really liked how you enjoyed managing last year. I really wanted to see that for you. I know it was a very anxious time for you, but you have the capacity to, because I've seen you take care of your sisters. I've seen you mother, I've seen you lead them, I've seen you guide them, I've seen you show up for them even when before. So I need to have capacity to care and help other people grow and be able to nurture. And I need you to also give that for yourself, that you have that capacity to do that. And I see someone who really cares for people, you show up for people despite, um, like you're just always, like you're ready to go to lengths to just make sure that someone feels cared for. And sometimes it can be at your own detriment. Um, but you always show up and you have so much patience and tolerance. You might not say it when something is up. You might be like, wanna like handle it a bit, but you have capacity to just be there, show up for other people. And right now, like when I got in, I feel like you're settled because now you feel like you're found a person that you can lean on more. Like you still have us, but now you have someone else that you can lean on and let go without feeling like you need to put a whole armor. You have someone else who is ready to show up and be there for you, and I'm so happy that that's happening. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh.
The last question.
Yeah.
Makeup was such a scam. In what ways do you feel we've grown apart?
This separation has been difficult. I think at the end of the year, we're not, you are. But I feel like right now we are finding that. And there's no specific one way, it's just that most of us were trying to understand what this means, and I think we are giving each other space to figure that out for ourselves, even though we still felt, or I still felt like I needed you there. Also in the back of my mind, I felt like you're also going through at different times. So it was also scary for me because most of my friends that have ended up being in relationship or getting married, have ended up not being friends. Yeah. So also for me that was it's still a scary aspect. Yeah. So I don't know if I answered the question, but
in what ways have you grown? I'm actually not scared. I feel maybe in some ways there's just like a bit of anxiety. But I'm not scared because even if you were to go to SA or I feel like I think we matter too much to each other to just so there's a level of trust that I have in that.
Yeah.
And also because I don't know what to do.
Like I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Like sometimes I sit down and I think to myself, like what would my life look like? Like my next year. Like if I said and I'm not gonna talk to you or I don't know how that would look like. Even the times we have actually been apart for some, like when in campus and in high school.
But the reunions after uni were
like I've always met up.
Yeah.
If anyone is around me, I've always to meeting happens. I feel like we'll always figure it out. Yeah, and we are very patient with each other. So
I think we can win an award.
For
like being patient and gracious
with each other.
Yeah. And I think it's an ego thing. Like
sometimes.
You just put your ego on the side.
Yeah.
What ways we've grown apart? I think just because of the movie, we are not like we used to be. Like our relationship, there's a redefinition that's going on. But also, I feel like it's not growing apart, it's like we're finding ways of working with how our friendship is now. Because I feel like there's a lot of intentionality for, like, we want to meet up, we like choose a day or something. You know, like there's that kind of intention.
We never leave each other hanging.
I don't know if it's growing apart. We also know like how to talk. I know the okay that's okay with you, and the okay that's not okay with you. Like small things. So I don't know if we've grown apart. I just feel like the season changed. So we are defining our friendship in this season, which I think is a beautiful thing. I think that evolution is necessary. For me and also for you. So I don't think it's growing apart. I just think it's a redefinition of friendship.
I hope that we feel like we get feel free, like we feel free to talk more about it. Because I know we haven't been. I think we've both been really.
Maybe we need a couples therapy.
We can actually do like a friendship therapy. I know we haven't been like very good at discussing it with each other in regards to how we are feeling about the whole transition, and I hope that we find the courage to talk about it more, even if it's not like what we both of us want to or which is okay, but at least so that we don't also like carry on. We share seed or we share text.
That's all of them.
Oh, I got 2 tissues down. Oh my god, that was a heavy one. I feel like I need up to that.
How are you feeling?
Good. I'm happy. We are actually done.
I didn't think we were going to
make it.
I was hoping I woke up today and I was not feeling well.
Oh my god. I was also feeling sickly.
Today.
Like just I think thinking about it. The anxiety is how we get it actually. But I wanna say like thank you for having me in your life. I also really love you. I really care about you, and whatever seasons we are in, we always know how to together. That's our podcast. Is we getting it out. It's about our journey together, and it will have its ups and downs, and I appreciate the fact that we understand that, and we don't expect always rosy moments.
I think it's a beautiful thing to have a friendship where you don't need to continually like grab it or like it's not a friendship that you struggle with. It's just a friendship that's there. And a friendship that was more a choice. Because when we were young it was convenient. We were in each other's family. Like we were family. But growing up I think there's also that conscious choice of I still want her in my life, other than just family.
I think it's really the last thing you think about.
Like just that choice in friendship. Because we have other cousins and but
hectic. So I like that our sisters get to see how we are as friends.
I think it's beautiful.
And that's it.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Make sure that you also have your own tissues. I hope you have had a good one, a good cry. You can also ask your friends this question. We can try and put them on the comment section. And you can play the same, ask your friends the similar questions and see what the responses will be. Make sure that you're gracious with each other and open-minded. So thank you. Make sure that you follow us on we_r_fio in all the social media platforms, and make sure that you hit the subscription button and the notification bell on YouTube so that every time we release any episode, you get notified. Where else can they listen to us?
All podcast platforms, Spotify, AfriPods, where else?
Google Podcasts.
Like anywhere you get your audio podcast, you can get us there.
Yeah, and make sure there's also a notification bell there and a follow button.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So that also when you release a new episode, you're also notified.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Tell us what you think about the episode. What do you think about our crying? Do you have ugly cries? And see you next time. Bye bye.